Well, welcome to we lost some people. What happened? The StudyBNB demonstration class for the Caribou math contest. Let's just let everybody in now. Okay, so Caribou math contest, right? It's starts in October, and I think it's around the 13th or 14th, but they have one every month. And this is a demo class for that practice. And we will be having, I don't know how many, 4 or 5 practice classes for the contest starting in a little bit later in September, maybe second week of September. But you'll have to talk to the people at StudyBNB if you want to sign up for those practice classes, and then you could enter the contest, which is in October. And then there are ways to enter all contests. I think there's 6 altogether, one every month for 6 months. But today we're going to go over some of the problems that you might see, some of the questions that you might see on the contest. And you can put your answers in the chat maybe, and I don't know how many people are going to be here. It's a demo, so. And then that will be similar to what the practice is going to be like if you sign up for the classes, so the practice classes. So let's get started then. If I share this screen somewhere. Go this one. There it is. And let's make this bigger. All right, so the chat is on. So Caribou contest, as I said, it's run by a Canadian company. So we're going to have practice classes with StudyBNB. So if that's something you're interested in, you can sign up for those after we go over some practice questions, right? So we're going to be here for the next 25 minutes to look at some of these. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's a good question. Who's funding this contest? Well, in October, it's free. Everybody entry is free. I'm not sure if that's going to be part of the if you sign up with StudyBNB, if they're going to cover that cost. But the contest is free for anybody to enter, and there's a site. Is this 30 minutes? This practice session is, yeah, it's going to go till approximately 1:30, and then you can sign up for, if you're interested, for the other lessons once you see what these are like. And then maybe you'll sign up for the contest also, I don't know. But okay, so let's have a look at this. So this, I mean, some of you may have done the kangaroo contest, the practice for kangaroo with me. I don't know, maybe not. But the kangaroo contest is slightly different, and that's written in April. But they will likely have classes for that as well, in case you're interested in those later. So here's a sample question from the Caribou contest for grades. This is grade 3 and 4, I think. You did all the questions already. Well, okay. Then you'll have the answers, Andrew. Everybody did the questions already. Well, then you're just gonna have, you'll have the answers. That's just the way the practice is. Sorry. Okay, I don't know what that is. I ate something. All right, so how about this? All right, here are 5 rectangles. They're one standard sheet of paper. Right? Like that. And they have design on them. And if you cut the solid lines with scissors, which diagram would give you a one big loop that you could walk through? You could step through the loop, right? So I'm just going to put the mute on because I get echoes for people. But, anyway, so if you cut the lines, right, which one of these would it be? Jennifer thinks it's B, right? So I have one person that says B here.
Where is E?
Sorry, E is sort of rolled off the bottom. I'm sorry. All right, so hopefully you can see all 5 of those now, sort of the diagrams a little bit. Maybe I can shrink that diagram. I can shrink it a little bit and make it all fit on one. There we go. So which one can you cut? All right. So Jennifer, one person says B. I have another person who says A. Emmy thinks it's A. You don't get it. Okay. So you have to cut. If you get scissors, right? If you get scissors and you cut along the solid lines, okay, all the solid lines, you cut it out, and then you want to get a big loop, one continuous loop that's still joined that you can walk through. Okay, it's a bit, if you cut all along the lines. So, okay. Anybody else have an answer? Emmy thinks A. I only have 2 people with answers so far. Right. So this one's a weird one to start the contest with, but so you just have to think about what it'll look like. B and C, right? If you took B, if you think about taking B, you can see if we start cutting right here, you're actually just going to get one. You're only going to get one long strip. It's not going to be joined. It won't be a loop. It's just going to be one long strip. So you need it to be joined. So one long strip is not going to get it done. All right. So it's really between A and B. These ones definitely won't give me that.
Hello.
Hi. If you cut these, you're just going to get a square, which is only, don't forget, we're starting with a piece of paper that's only this size, right? It's a regular size piece of paper, and we're cutting it around. So it actually turns out that the answer here is A.
Are you learning about shapes like math?
We're doing a little contest.
Oh.
Okay. So this is practice for a math contest. The first one just happens to be about a shape. So you missed a question. You got here a little bit late, right? So, the question is cutting this out, but you could go back and look at another one. If I have time, I'll come back.
I tried this before.
Oh, did you try these already? Yeah. If you come to the classes, then you probably will have questions that you haven't seen before. But these are available to anybody, right? Who's on the website if they go to the website. But, so here's the second question. The second question about a rat.
I did this too.
Yeah, I bet you did all of them. That's okay. Sorry. But again, if you decide to come along, there's other contests that I don't think you've done. I don't know, you might have. But yes, if you got these off the website, then you'll have the answers, but that's okay. Okay, so what about this? Uncle Rat eats two. Okay, we got to keep our microphones off if you don't mind. So if you have an answer, just type it in the chat. So I have a G, someone has A, another G, a C. I got numbers all over here, right? G, couple G's. Someone says F. Alvin says A, Richard said F. Andrew thinks it's C. Andrew, do I know you, Andrew? Or no?
Not so sure.
No, I don't know you.
Don't think.
Oh, you said, oh,
Oh well.
that was how much more. Yeah, okay. I don't know you, Andrew. Okay, that's good. So how do we figure this out, right? Uncle Rat eats 2 books a month. How many months are in a year?
12.
There are 12.
12 months.
12 months. And 2 books a month. How many books will that be?
24.
Right, 12 times 2 will be 24.
24.
Okay.
Yay.
Now, what about?
Another
So
thing is,
E.
Oh. I'm gonna turn off everybody's mic if we're gonna like just. All right, you got to read the question, right? Aunt Rat eats 1 book every 2 months. Every 2 months eats 1 book. If there's 12 months, right? So they're gonna eat books in February. This is for the Ant Rat, right? Because January is first, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. She only eats 1 book every 2 months, right? So she's going to eat a book in February, April.
you could just divide by 2.
Could just divide by 2. Everybody's not on the same mathematical wavelength, but yes, you could definitely divide by 2, right? You have to understand what it means, right?
It'll be kind of slow.
Yep, it's definitely kind of slow, and these are timed contests when you actually do them. So, so that means 12, 6 books for Ant. Right? Ant reads or eats 6 books, and Uncle does 24. This is for Uncle over here. In a year, Uncle Rat eats more books. How many more books? That's the question mark. How many more books is it?
18.
Right, if you know your math,
18.
24 take away 6 equals 18. Right, so the answer here.
I've been doing like the 5th and 6th grade, and also I already did this before.
Oh, well, that's fine. I didn't know that, but there are other, like I said.
So, like, these questions aren't so hard.
There's a lot of, they do repeat questions on both.
So, Oh, so it's not E? I thought it was E.
No, it's not E, it's C. It's the difference between 24 and 6.
Oh, okay, I know.
Right. So you have to read the questions carefully. Okay. Let's look at another one.
This last time I did it wrong.
Yeah, well, that happens. Jeff picks 26 times one letter randomly from the whole English alphabet. Okay, so you got a bucket of letters A, B, C, D, all the way down to Z. And he picks one out at a time, one at a time. Okay. Sometimes he'll get a letter that's in the word.
I can't see the whole question
Why not?
because this is blocking.
Sorry, I don't know what. The whole question's there. I'm not sure why you can't see it.
Not the answer.
Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat. Some people say C. All right. I have a couple of C's. So sometimes he gets a letter that's in the word mathematics. What is the most likely number of times this happens? This is like a probability question. Andrew, you have your hand up.
Can I explain because I kind of know how to like do it. So.
You want to try to explain it? Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, you have mathematics, and first of all, you have this person named Jeff picks a random letter from mathematics, but you have to be careful not count how much letters are there in the mathematics word, but you have to subtract the double letters, which means if you have mathematics, or you can there's 2 A's in mathematics, so you can remove that A, and then and then there's T, and then so on.
Sure. How many different letters are there in mathematics? Different letters.
There are 8, I think.
All right. There are 8. I think you're right. I think there are 8. Right. There are 8 different letters in mathematics. Right. M, A, T, H, E, I, C, and S.
Yeah.
Right? There are 8 different letters. There are 11 letters altogether, but different letters, there's only 8. Right. So the question is, if you pick any letter out of the alphabet 26 times, about how many times will you get one of those letters is the question. Well, there are 8 of those letters, and so there are 8 times, because it's important to remember that there are 26 letters in the alphabet. So every letter, right, when you pick 26 times, you're going to have a chance at every letter. And so there are 8 letters. So there are 8 different letters, right? 8 different letters. So that's how many times you can have 8 different. So there are 8 possibilities. So the answer here is 8. Okay. Let's keep going because we don't have that much time left. Okay, so another question. Two numbers differ by 10 and their sum is 22. What's the larger number? So you need to know okay. You need to know what differ means. Can you just put your answers in the chat, please? Can you you need to know what differ, what that means mathematically, and you need to know what sum means mathematically. What does sum mean mathematically?
The answer
to addition.
Yeah, thank you. Answer to addition. That was perfect. Answer to addition, right? And differ means what? Math operation.
The difference between a number.
Yeah.
The difference between 2 numbers when you
Right.
subtract them.
Oh, subtraction. That's what I'm looking for, right? So subtraction. Okay. So we have to have 2 numbers and they have to add up to 22 and they have to subtract to give 10, right? So if we had like number P, this is algebra now. Two numbers are P and Q. P plus Q equals, pardon?
So that's 22.
They have to add up to 22. We need two numbers. And when we take the
This is
difference,
the algebra way. So like if you do
yeah,
like,
you could do a trial and error. You can do lots of
Zero.
ways.
10.
So what are the two numbers? They have to add up to 22. Give me two numbers that add up to 22.
22.
16
11
and
plus
6.
11.
11 and 11?
20 plus 2.
Okay, good. 20 plus 2.
11
Okay.
plus 11.
Plus 6. 16 plus 6.
Oh,
Wait, 19 plus 2.
yep. 19 plus 2 is not 22, but
16 plus 6.
Oh, 19 plus 3.
but 20 plus 2, 19 plus 3. All right. They add up to that. What happens when you subtract these numbers? What's 20 take away 2? 20 take away 2 is 18, right? We need the difference to be 10 when we subtract them. 19 take away 3 is 16. 18 take away 4. Yeah, do not write on my screen or I'll put you in the waiting room for the rest of your life. 18 take away 16. So 18 take away 4 is 14, right? So we need a difference of 10. 17 take away 5 is 12. And as people have pointed out, 16 take away 6 is the right answer. 16 take away 6, the question says, what's the larger number? The larger number is G, which is 16. Yeah, I know you can't unmute. I don't want to hear anybody. Too many people talking at once. So I put you all on mute, so you have to type it in the chat, hopefully. Yes, thank you, Z. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Can we see this? There's more of them. I have to make it smaller, but we're looking for which one of these pieces will fit on this piece to make a rectangular prism. Okay, that's what we're looking for. I will try to make this smaller so people can see all the answers at once. Right, I don't think this one's that hard, right? A bunch of people say F, right? Because you're allowed to rotate the pieces, right? And lay them flat. So if you look at the diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it has to be 5 long and it has to be in an L shape. So this is the only one that's going to work, right? That's the only one that's going to fit there. I don't think this one's difficult. But again, you have to read the question and be able to understand the question on your own. So the answer is F there. You know, if you guys sign up and we have smaller classes, then I would, I will leave the mic open because it's good to have people explain. But in this demo class, too many people talking at once makes it difficult. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so she made a sketch of her grandmother using numbers. Which one of those numbers is not used is the question. Which number did she not use to make the picture? Jennifer says A. June says A. Andrew, Emmy, Matthew. A lot of people saying A. Sophia says A also. Okay. Someone switched to G. Chloe, I see an 8. I see an 8 right here, Chloe, for the glasses. or something, or the eyes, right? So I think most people are right that picked A. I don't see a 4 anywhere. I don't see a 4. All right, I've got a 9, got 6s, got an 8, a 7, a 1, 3s, 0. All of those are in there. 4 is the only one that's not used. Someone said 6. 6 is the in behind here. All right, you can see the 6s right here. Yeah, one's not in the list though. You only have choices from A to G, right? Which one of these letters is not used? It's definitely A. There's no 4 in the diagram. All right, let's try another one. Yeah, 1 is on there for sure. 1 is right here, but it's not in the list anyway, so it doesn't matter. 7, yeah, 7's right here on the nose. Upside down 7, right? So you just have to take your time, right? Just take your time. Alvin, you have your hand up. Oh, I don't know if I can unmute you or not. What's your question, Alvin?
That you forgot 9. 9 the ears.
Yeah, 9 is the ears, right? So they're all covered, right, except 4. Okay.
Why does the grandma has numbers on it?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody was just making a picture.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go next. Okay, so there are a bunch of hands in the picture here. And which statement is false? So you have to read the statement and decide which one is false. William. Oh, do I know you, William? Rebecca thinks it's C. There are 10 hands. I don't know how many hands are there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, that's true. Right. This is true. You just go through the list. There are more than 5 hands. Is that true? Yeah, right. There are more than 5 hands. That's true, right? Okay. There are less than 15 hands. Is that true? That's also true. Chloe, you're nodding your head. That's good. Okay. There are 5 right hands. How do you tell if it's right hand, right? You got to look at the picture, right? Is it this way or is it this way? Right. So there's a right hand. The thumb is on the right side if it's a right hand, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's true. There are 5 right hands. I think. And I think there's 5 left hands. There are more left hands than right hands. That's not true, right? There's 5 of each. There are 5 of each, 5 rights and 5 lefts. And so this is the one that's false. Part F. Part F is false. But this is a sample of what we're going to do if you sign up for the classes, right? We're going to go through some other contests that these are questions from last year's contest, but we can go back a whole bunch of years to try practice questions. I think the classes are going to be an hour, but you'd have to talk to the people at StudyBNB. They would let you know. And that's it. It's 1:30. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Hopefully I see you next in a couple of weeks and you all sign up. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.